This video is sponsored by Utopia Toys and Models. Use my reviewer code to get 20% off your next purchase at utopiatoysandmodels.com. Well, folks, I am back. It's been a while since I posted a video, and I asked you which one should I post. And I had one response from gamer and collector P9K said, do the review on the Superman. So that is what I'm gonna do, gamer. So let's open this up and tell you what my thoughts are on this Kingdom Come by McFarlane Superman. Let's do it. What is happening, folks? It is Jimmy G in the place to be, bringing you back to another episode of The Good, The Bad, The Awesome, where I unbox, give you my first reaction to all things pop culture. So if you like that kind of stuff, hit that like, subscribe, get notified when we have new videos. And if you're doing that, thank you so very much. Don't forget, we do have our 5K giveaway going on. I know some of y'all may have had some issues with posting your comments, so I do have a post on YouTube as well as on my Facebook and Instagram that you can comment on to get entered into that 5K giveaway. Well, the rumors of my death have been clearly over exaggerated. I am here. No, I'm just kidding. It's just been a weird week, but we're going to open up and look at this Superman figure from McFarlane Toys in a time where McFarlane seems like this is their year, the last year possibly. I don't know. I know Mattel's got the license for DC, but McFarlane is releasing some bangers lately. And today we're going to look at one that no less looks like it could be a really cool figure, and it is from my favorite superhero, Superman. This one's coming from the Kingdom Come version, or Justice Society of America, and it is the DC Direct comic book Superman here. So we're going to take a look at him. We're going to compare him and see how he is against Gunn Studios right there. So and then we'll just kind of give you my thoughts around it. Most McFarlane figures are still the same around articulation and things like that, but we'll still go over that. But here it is from the front. Very nice packaging. This is one of those that I'm like, ooh, I don't know if I want to take it out, but I've already got a dent on the side here, so if I was an in-the-box collector, I would be depressed and sad. But looks like you get a set of extra hands, you get a flight stand in the back, and then you got Superman and you get a card. But the cool thing is on the back, here is a comic book that you do get for free from the Jeff Johns run of Justice Society of America with this iconic looking superhero suit. One of my favorite Superman outfits with the red and the black logo. I just think it looks sharp. I think Alex Ross did an amazing job with that representation of Superman, kind of an older Superman, but yeah, just really cool looking. Can't wait. Love the red trunks, all that kind of stuff. But let's do this. Let's go ahead and get it out of the box. I'm not going to let you watch me fiddle with getting this out of the package, so we're just going to get it out and going to start playing with it. So let's do that right now. And here we have it, folks, the Kingdom Come Superman. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum, bum. So, first of all, what you've got here, you get, of course, the traditional McFarlane card that you get with all of their Superman stuff. Really nice. You also get this snazzy comic book. It's got a little ding here on the bottom. I mean, if you're looking at keeping this mint, you might want to get this pressed. But a nice repro of the Justice Society of America comic. Really great artwork inside of it, but just a really nice book overall. So if you're a comic book collector, this was one of my favorite covers. Then you get the flight stand, which you've seen before, just very cool with the DC logo. You get these two flying hands, and then you get the figure itself right there. And there he is. So let's get my ruler just so I can tell you how tall he is. He is going to be, and he's considered a McFarlane 7-inch, so he is about 7 and almost 7.5 inches. So from a centimeter standpoint, you're looking at about 18.5 centimeters on that. So articulation wise, just like any other McFarlane figure, you've got head rotation, you've got arm, you got this like kind of butterfly joint thingy there, you got a twist, you have a bicep twist, you have more than a 90-degree bend, You have this twist here. So it's supposed to be 21 points. You have the upper ab crunch, the lower ab crunch right there, an ab twist. You do have the Van Dam right there, like that these shorts don't kind of impede that. You also, they do impede the back though here. So if you want to kick back, you're going to have to work that a little bit. You do have more than a 90-degree bend on the knees. And then, let me get that bent back. Then you have the ankle tilt, swivel, and the foot tilt there too. McFarlane figures are notorious for not having doesn't like to have the thigh swivel, doesn't have a hip drop or anything like that, but still pretty decent articulation for what you pay for. I think this was $24.99 before anything like tariffs or anything like that took place. But just a beautiful figure overall. And so let's just take a closer look. But that's face sculpt. Looks really, really nice. Looks really, really good. It's not going to be as detailed as the Gong Studios one, but this logo, very, very clean. The dark blue really pops. I wish you could see it off the camera. And then, of course, the trunks look really good here too as well. Back kind of looks good here. So I mean, not bad for the figure that you get here. Now a lot of people be like, well, Mafex is better and stuff, but you pay for Mafex, and you do pay for Gong Studio too as well. And so let me first show you my other favorite McFarlane Superman here. This is the Action Comics one, I believe. No, this is not the Action Comics one. I don't remember. This is the one that he's versus the guy who looks like oh gosh, I forgot his name. But anyway, but there's that, my Action Comic one. I don't know where that one's at. I love my Superman figures. I'm glad I'm getting more of them because I do have a lot of Batman, even though Batman's number 2 for me. Superman is number 1. But that's how he looks compared to the McFarlane there. But let me show you if you want the definitive. Now you can see from a height standpoint, the Gong Studios one is a lot smaller. But when you look at the face sculpt, I mean, there's no denying this one looks so much better. This one right here looks like it popped off the Alex Ross comic book. And the suit is soft goods. The logo looks great. Everything about this one is really nice. The only thing I wish it had was wire in the cape, where McFarlane has started including capes with wires, so you can get some really cool poses if you really want to get those, where you can kind of have the cape blowing in the wind or him kind of up like so. However you want to do that, it's your toy, however you want to pose it. So I'm really digging that McFarlane has given us soft goods cape on there, where this is pre-soft goods, where it's just an already formed cape on there. But again, overall impressions for the cost, again, typical McFarlane cost, I think you can't go wrong. This is one of my more favorite Supermen that he has put out. The Action Comics one would be number 1. This will be a close second here for me. I think it looks good. The Superman Hush is a good third, I think, for me too as well, from the McFarlane verse. Gosh, just really nice. And I am happy I picked this figure up. I would say you would not be disappointed if you found this at your store and you were a Superman fan or a McFarlane figures fan. Something you probably should put in your collection. However, if you have the shekels, because this is $24.99, this one's about $90. So if you have the 90 and you want a really good Superman, Gong Studios Superman that you can get from Pop Mart, you cannot go wrong with that one. Just overall much better detail, very nice soft goods outfit, and just overall, just like I said, looks like it popped out of the comic. See, I wish they gave us a better gray on here. You get a little bit of the gray, but not as good as it is on this one right here. So, but just, yeah, still good job, good job, good job. So let me get him posed, let me play with him a little bit and give you some of my final thoughts here in just a moment. So let me just kind of do this transition called extreme close-up transition to Jimmy in the chair. Well, back for my final thoughts on McFarlane Toys Superman Kingdom Come, JSA, whatever you want to call it, but it is the Alex Ross Superman. And here he is, probably the pose I'm going to keep him in on the flight stand. I think this looks really good, or the one where he's standing just kind of solemn or whatever, where he looks like he's on trial. But so far, pros on this guy is the sculpt work and the overall suit and everything. I think looks really, really good. Face has a really good stern look to it. I wish there was more gray on the side here. My only cons is I wish I had a couple other hands, like hands that kind of did this would be great. The only other thing too is a little bit loose on my joints as I was getting to play with them a little bit. But overall, I mean, McFarlane does a really good job at the superhero genre in their figures. Now, some people say, oh, it doesn't look great or doesn't look, whatever. But you got to remember, $24, $25, you got to work within that. I mean, if you want something that's really, really good looking, there's the Zoolander right there. Really good looking, but the Gong Studios Superman is the better looking one, but it's one that you're going to pose and probably keep in a pose, whereas this guy you could probably just kind of play around with and just kind of put him in whatever pose you want to. But other than that, I mean, everything else is really nice, really good. I love the colors. I love the black and red. I think this is one of my favorite Superman figures besides the Action Heroes one. The Action Heroes one is going to be my number one. This will be my number two for McFarlane. Overall favorite Superman figure is this guy right here. But this is a very, very, very good figure. On a scale of good, bad, awesome, this thing's pretty awesome. So if you love superheroes and if you love McFarlane Toys or you just like Superman, I don't think you can go wrong with this Superman figure. So you should add this to your collection if you can. Find them at Target, Amazon, all those different places where you can find them at. So, but yeah, that's all I got to say about him. So if you enjoyed this video, consider liking, subscribing, becoming a member, whatever you want to do it. But thank you for watching, and tune in next time when we do have something else good, bad, or awesome, like The Forge every Sunday night, which is a live show I host with Billy the Kid, Billy the Kid's Toy Reviews, as well as a show I'm doing every other Friday called The Place to Be, and the one that's coming is next Friday called Best 80s Cartoon. So I would love to hear from you all. If you're at the end of this video and you're listening, who is your favorite Superman and why? And what is your favorite Superman toy? I'd love to hear about that. That would be great. But yeah, tune in next time when we talk about something else good, bad, or awesome. But in the meantime, y'all remember to stay young, have fun, and be awesome. We'll talk to y'all later. Thank you so much.